Hello everybody, today we will be reading The Little Penimus, also known as The Little Prince. Now we will continue on where we left off, and this is part 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6. Now let's continue where we started off. Sort of bitterness. I don't believe you. Flowers are weak as their name. They're reassuring themselves in whatever way they can. They believe in their sword to make them frightening. I made no answer at the moment. I was thinking if this bolt stays jammed, I'll knock it out with the hammer. Again, as the little prince disturbed my reflections. Then you sing of flowers. No, not at all. I don't sing anything. I just said whatever came into my head. I'm busy with something serious. He stared at me astounded. Something serious? He saw me holding my hammer, my fingers black with grease, bending over an object he regarded as very ugly. You talk like the grown-ups. That made me a little ashamed, but he added mercilessly, you confuse everything. You've got it all mixed up. He was really very annoyed. He tossed his golden curls in the wind. I know a planet inhabited by a red-faced gentleman. He's never smelled a flower. He's never looked at a star. He's never loved anyone. He's never done anything except to add up numbers. And all day long he says over and over, just like you, I'm a serious man. I'm a serious man. And that puffs him up with pride. But he's not a man at all. He's a mushroom. He's a what? A mushroom. The little prince was now quite pale with rage. For millions of years, a flower have been producing swords for millions of years. Sheep have been eating them all the same. And it's not serious trying to understand why flowers go to such a trouble to produce swords that are good for nothing. It's not important. It's not important. The war between the sheep and the flowers? ? It's no more serious and more important than the numbers that fat red gentleman is adding up. Suppose I happen to know a unique flower, one that exists nowhere in the world except on my planet. One that a little sheep can wipe out in a single bite one morning, just like that, without even realizing what he's doing. That isn't important. His face turned red now, and he went on. If someone loves a flower of which just example exists among all the millions and millions of stars, that's enough to make him happy. When he looks at the stars, he tells himself, my flower's up there somewhere. But if the sheep eats the flowers, and for him, it's as if suddenly all the stars went out, and that isn't important. He couldn't say another word after all of a sudden. He burst out sobbing, night and fallen. I dropped my tools. What did I care? about my hammer, about my boat, about Circe and Death. There was on one star, on one planet, on mine, the earth, a little prince to be consoled. I took him in my arms, I rocked him, I told him, the flower you love is not in danger. I'll draw you a muzzle for your sheep. I'll draw you a fence for your flower. I didn't know what to say, how clumsy I felt. I didn't know how to reach him, where to find him. It's so mysterious, the land of tears.